Welcome back to The Grind for another Abyss guide for the Mutant Domination playlist. This is going to be with Stryfe against Medusa. Now, Stryfe is a fantastic option for Medusa because one of her abyssal abilities, as most cosmetics in the Abyss, is that every 30 seconds, if you don't nullify a buff, they're going to go unstoppable for quite a long time, which leaves you very little time between active unstoppables if you're unable to nullify. However, Stryfe, while he cannot nullify buffs, he can remove unstoppable buffs by attacking into the opponent and consuming one of those telekinetic charges. So you can see that the timer is about to end. She's going to go unstoppable, but as soon as we attack into her, we're going to remove the unstoppable buff and apply a passive stun. You can do this through the block as well. And you're still going to have to play around Medusa's auto block, and you're going to see me slip up on that on multiple occasions. And if you have Apocalypse Horseman ability on Stryfe, when you get to 20 charges, you're going to be passively unblockable. However, because you're constantly consuming the charges to remove the unstoppable buff, you're going to have to be conscious of when you're unblockable and when you're not, so you don't make that mistake. It's unfortunately challenging to stay unblockable, especially if you let Medusa hit you and you consume a bunch of your charges, so don't let that happen. And as always, if you can get off the special 1 passive shock and keep it active, you're going to increase the amount of damage that you're going to do throughout the fight with the least number of charges, but it can be tough to keep up if she goes unblockable at the wrong time. But if you are more conscious of when the unblockable is going to trigger and then just do 1 or 2 attacks into her to trigger it, not throw your special attack into the auto block, that's what's going to be the problem. And that's where I messed up several times, not being aware that she was about to gain 3 Furies, throwing off the special 1, or sorry, throwing off the special 2, and then she ended up auto blocking it. So you can also play this fight much more carefully with simply parry heavies, as you're seeing right now. Parry heavy, especially during the time where she could auto block you. And here I was a little early with the special 1. Thankfully, there's a cloak, and I was able to chain on a couple special 2s. Now, I was only using 20% revives for this run. I did not heal up. If I was healing up for the fights, I would do much more parry heavy playstyle, but I didn't want the block damage to add up too much over the course of the fight and then put me in a tight situation with only a few percent health left. So I was saving my health for when I had to parry in certain situations. And Stryfe is actually a really good parry heavy champion because he does so much damage and you get the extra burst damage from the heavy as well. So most of the fights in Abyss, you're going to do better if you're relying on parry heavies because you're going to be doing more damage while consuming less charges, and you're still going to be gaining power up to your special 2, which is what you're going to ideally want to use for your damage. And again, if you want to throw off the special 1 first and then keep it active with your parry heavies and then throw off a special 2 for even more damage, then that's a great way to go about it as well. And especially because the heavy attacks can give you kinetic charges or telekinetic charges, then it's a great way to keep yourself topped up on those telekinetic charges. So we're not going to watch the whole thing. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. The main things to remember is as long as you have telekinetic charges, you can remove the unstoppable buff by attacking into her or by attacking into her block. It's going to apply that passive stun. So if it's attacking into the block, you're going to get your in anyways. And if you are able to be unblockable, that's even better. But remember, now I'm no longer unblockable because I consumed a charge to get the unstoppable buff removed. And the main thing, don't throw your special attack when she has the potential to go unblockable, like I did on several occasions, especially when there's only 3 or 4% left in the fight. That is not what you want to happen to yourself. 2% left, it looks like there now. So I hope that this video is helpful. Good luck with your run. Let me know what your thoughts are. Check out the whole playlist for all the other videos, and I hope to see you in the next video.